a spade or it is a king. Okay, that is the problem what we have started. Since there is two possibilities, we have introduced our events. So A is the event of denoting spade or king. King. B is the event of getting a spade. Okay, like that we have introduced. What you are supposed to find? The card, whatever we are going to take should be either a king or a spade. Okay, either or means what is the mathematical notation? Union. So you are going to find what is probability of A union B. So all the steps we completed in the last class. So P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection. So what is P of A? 4C1 by 52C. P of B? 13C1 by 52C. Now you have to find the intersection. So here you have to find it by thinking it logically. What is the meaning of A intersection B? Both should happen. Intersection is what is the meaning? Both should happen. You have to take whether that is possible or not. So both should happen means here what is the meaning? The card what you are taking should be a spade as well as a king. That is it should be a king spade. Whether that is possible? Yes or no? King spade to card is. So whether this can happen or not? Yes, so possibility is there. So if you calculate this one normal. Okay, total how many cards are there? 52. Out of that you are going to pay 1 card. And that 1 card should be what? King of spades. Okay, king of spades is what is the possibility? 1 by 1. That is only 1 king of spades. So you can write it simply as 1 or you can write it as 1 0. Okay, ma, that intersection part is very very important. Nadakuma another possibility irukka illa problem. Irukadha you can write the answer directly. If it is not there, then you have to discuss it by some other way. Okay, can you understand this intersection? Yes. So A intersection B means it should be a king as well as a spade. There is a possibility for that one. So we get the probability value as 1 by 50. Any doubt? Okay, copy. Give me the answer. 60. Give me the whole answer. Whole answer. 0.3. No need for any individual simplifications. We can go directly in the calculator and write the answer. Has everyone got the calculator today? Or you have forgot it? Yes? So today tomorrow I will give you time, but from Monday everything should be scheduled. Okay, you should have a separate notebook and you should have the calculator. Finished? Any doubt for anyone? Shall we proceed to the next one? Is it okay? Okay. Next one. A person is known to hit a target in 3 out of 4 times. 3 out of 4 times. Whereas another person is known to hit the target in 2 out of 3 times. 2 out of 3 times. Full stop. Find the probability of target. Find the probability when both persons try. When both persons try. So in probability and other things, the very basic thing is understand the question. Once you understand the question, then solving it is a very easy one. Okay. So what is the experiment given here? What you are doing? One person or two persons involved? Two persons. So two persons are what they are doing? Trying to hit a target. Okay, that is what they are doing. So since it does not deal with one person, it is with two persons, you can introduce the events. How will you know the event? A for the first person and B for the second person. We should not blindly write A denotes first person, B denotes second person. You have to write what is the event which is going to be performed. Okay, that depends on the given question. Okay, what you are supposed to find? What is the probability of target being hit at all? So what is your objective here? The target should be hit. So when you define the event, you define the event along with the action which is going to be performed. So how you should write? Let A be the event denoting the first person hitting the target. Because in the question they may ask you for to find not hitting the target also. So you have to perform mention the action also what is going to be done there. Is that clear? So don't blindly write A first person, B second person, C third person. Don't write like that. Okay, so right. Start the solution. Let A be the event. Let A be the event denoting the first person hitting the target. Hitting the target. Similarly, for second person. Let B be the event. Put it into denoting the second person hitting the target. Notes is your reference mark. Write in a way so that you will understand in a short way or anything as your choice. Okay. Now you decide what you are supposed to find. What is the concept here? What is supposed to find? A intersection B. What is the question? What is the probability of target being hit at all when both persons try? So what is the objective here? You have to check whether the target is hit at all or not. Hit or not. Okay, well, whether it is given compulsory that both persons should hit the target. See the statement. What is given? When both persons try. Both the persons are going to try to hit the target. But what is the objective here? The target should be hit. That's all. You are supposed to find what is the chances of the target to be hit. It can be hit by the person A or it can be hit by the person B. Can you understand? Yes. What is the question? What is the probability that the target is being hit at all when both persons try? Okay, both persons are going to try. The target should be hit. That's all. Whether A is going to hit or B is going to hit or both is going to hit, that doesn't matter. Okay, so what you are supposed to find now? How do you write in terms of mathematical notation? Probability of A. We know A. What is the unit mean? There is a major thing. We have only two options. Don't get me both the options. Only one is right. Intersection or union? Boys all intersection. Yes? Yes? But what if one is right? One thing can tell me which is right. Union or intersection. Again I will explain you. Here the object is, the target is hit. That's all. Whether it is going to be hit by A or whether it is going to be hit Whether any value is given there. In the previous problem, we are able to identify because king of spade was possible. So directly we have written the answer. But here there is no possibility. Okay, how can I interpret this A intersection B? P of A. Why P of A into P of B? Both happening means intersection. Why are saying it as P of A into P of B? Both are independent. Okay, P of A intersection B can be written as P of A into P of B if A and B are independent. Because person A is going to try separately, person B is going to try separately. Okay, one person does not depend on the other person. So they are independent. So we can write A intersection B as P of A into P of B. Since A and B are independent. Okay, to know what is the P of A, P of B, you can substitute and get solve. So get into the final answer 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Make use of a calculator. 0.9. Any doubts? Okay, take down next one. Two persons, A and B, two persons, still you are not copied. Finish it first. So right, next one. Two persons A and B appear in an interview. Two persons A and B appear in an interview for two vacancies. For some job. The probability of A's selection is 1 by 3. The probability of A's selection is 1 by 3. A's selection. A1, A apostrophe S. Selection is 1 by 3 and that of B is 1 by 9. B is 1 by 9. What is the probability? What is the probability? What is the probability that first solution, both of them will be selected. Both of them will be selected. Second one, none of them will be selected. None of them will be selected. Okay. Read the question and tell me. What is given? Two persons are attending an interview. Okay. So what is the chance of them to be selected? 1 by 3. the person A being selected. Person A being selected. Similarly, let B be the event denoting. Let B be the event denoting person B selected. Person B selected. A for person A and B for person B. Now, what is the obvious answer you are having to write that one? What is the value given? Person A selected for job is given to be 1 by 3. What is that one? In terms of notation? P of A. Probability of person A selected for a job is given to be 1 by 3. That is for person B is given to be 1 by 9. This is the information what we got from our skill. Yes, it is given directly. A for selected is 1 by 3 and B for selected is 1 by 9. Now you check what you are supposed to find. What is the probability that first one? Both are selected. So person A is selected as well as B is selected. What you are supposed to find? P of A intersection B. How you find P of A intersection B? P of A into P of A. Why? Whether A and B are independent? Yes. Okay, that has 4 number of posts also. We don't know how many vacancies are there. 2 vacancies there. Now why not both can be selected? 2 vacancies no. 2 persons only are going for interview. Both can be selected. So that does not depend on selecting their performance. Whether A's performance depends on the B's performance. Yes or no? Yeah. No, that's not. A is going to perform the interview in his own way and B is going to perform the interview in his own way. It does not involve any selection. We are discussing whether person A and person B are dependent or independent. Okay, whether they are dependent? No, they are going to perform the interview individually. So we can write this as P of A into P of B. Very simple answer. So what is the answer? 1 by 3 into 1 by 9. You can convert it as this is 0.066. Any doubt in this first one? Second one, what is given? None of them is selected. A is not going to be selected as well as B is not going to be selected. How will you denote that even? A? P of A intersection B bar. Whole probability of A bar into probability of B bar. Okay, what is the Q formula I told you now? Q equal to 1 minus P. So this is our P value, that is our Q. So Q can be got as 1 minus P. So probability of A bar will be 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 minus 1 by 2. Whatever is formula means probability of A bar is equal to 1 minus P of A. Complementary. Total probability value is equal to, find the answer. 0.986. Everyone same answer? Third decimal place this one. This one. Any doubt? So if you know the other concept, so the other way of solving this in one single line is that what is the first subdivision? Both of them selected for the interview. What is the complementary for that one? Complementary. Both of them not selected or none of them selected. Both are complementary, no. So complementary means how you write? 1 minus 1 by 27. 1 minus 1 by 27. You can solve it that way also. Anyway, you can solve it to give the marks if the answers are right. What is 1 minus 1 by 3? What is the answer, mothers, by this one? 0.9649. Completed everyone? Yes? Complete or not completed? Shall I go for the next one? Any doubts so far? Any doubts? Just one more problem, then we go for the next concept, okay? So take down 4 cards are drawn to be successively at random and without replacement. At random and without replacement, comma, from a pack of cards. From a pack of cards. Find the probability of receiving. Find the probability of receiving a spade, comma, a heart, comma, a diamond. I will repeat. Find the probability of receiving a spade, comma, a heart, comma, a diamond and a a club in that order. And a club in that order. And a club in that order. So read the question, understand now? What you are doing here? How many cards you are going to pick? 4 cards. How you are going to pick the cards at one time? Are you going to pick all the 4 cards together now? No. At random, successively. What is the meaning of successively? One by one. And one more important point is given, without replacement. What is the meaning of without replacement? Yes. But first you are going to pick the card, you are going to take it and keep it outside. From the remaining again you are going to pick one card. That is the meaning of without replacement. In this case, you are defining the probability that all the 4 cards appears in the given order. What is the order? The first card should be a spade. Second one should be a heart. Third one should be a diamond. And the fourth one should be a club. In this order, the card should come. Okay, what you are going to do? You are going to pick one by one card. Once the card is picked, you are going to retain it outside. Only from the remaining pack, you are going to pick the second card. Can you understand what you are going to do now? Yes? Yes or no? We can hear. Yes? Am I very slow? Very sleepy? Then? Shall we start the solution? We want to introduce the events. You want to introduce the events, no? Not compulsory. Directly also we can solve. Okay, directly in one line we can complete our answer. Okay, so start the solution. Probability of 4 cards. Probability of 4 cards in order of spade, comma, heart, comma, diamond, comma, club, close the bracket, is equal to, we are not introducing any events, not directly we are going to solve, because it is easy to solve it single number. Okay, what is the experiment you are going to do? First you are going to pick one card out of 52 cards. How many ways it can be done? Out of 52 you are going to pick one card. How many ways? 52? Same one. What you are going to do? Out of 52 you are going to pick one card. So exhaustive will be 52 same one. That one card should be a spade. How many spade cards are there? 30. How many ways it can be done? 30 C. Okay, spade is over. Now we are taking one card which is spade. We are keeping it outside. Now how many cards are there? 51. From that 51 you are going to pick one card again. How many ways it can be done? 51 same. So 51 C1. That one card should be a heart. How many cards are there? 30. Out of 30 you are going to pick one. How many ways that can be done? 30. Okay. Now this card also kept outside. How many remaining will be there? 50. Out of 50 you are going to pick one card. How many ways? 50 C. That one card should be a diamond. How many diamonds? 30. So what is the numerator? 30 C. Now this is also kept outside. What is the remaining? 40. So what will get for diamond? 30 C1 by 49 C. Any doubt, ma'am? Now the very important question. For all this, it should be joined by using the mathematical symbol less or multiplication. And written the values for each one. It should be joined to know whether it should be plus or it should be multiplication. Yesterday we discussed. You have to say. So how can it be independent? It is not independent. Not independent, huh? First you are taking one card, you are keeping it outside. Only from the remaining you are going to getting a king or getting a queen. Like that they can give many solutions and they can ask it as an exam question, but very rare. Okay, take it out. Should we go for the next one? So here the problem, any doubts? Okay. So always the probability alone will not help us to get the answers. Okay. Some corresponding changes also we need to make. Why that is that we have already made some decisions, but due to the current situation our decision will vary. Yes or no? Yes or no? You have decided to go for a tour with your friends. Okay. Suddenly on that day morning heavy rain started. What do you do? What you will do? What are the things you will think? Either you go for postpone or cancel. That is what postpone. Cancel is postponing, right? Cancel and postpone. Oh, the entire tour is cancelled. Okay, cancel. Next. Next. You will wait for some time and check whether the rain is stopping or not. Then you will continue with the plan. Is or no? Some persons will be there who is ready to go in the rain itself. Is or no? Possibilities are there not? Okay, so 4 different possibilities are there. So already we have decided that we are going to go for a 2. But based on these conditions, my result may vary. This is called as the conditional probability. Okay, already some things has already happened, but due to some conditions going to be imposed, the result is going to get varied. Okay, that concept is called as the conditional probability. So based on certain conditions, our result is going to be get changed. So that is the next concept what we are going to discuss. So simple problems we will be discussing for 2 events. After that we will be extending it by using a Bayes theorem concept, which is going to involve, as I told you, many possibilities. Okay, one condition decision maarada we will be discussing in our definition. But that is not so. It can be discussed for any number of events that we will be discussing in our Bayes theorem formula. Okay, can you understand what is conditional probability? What is conditional probability? Something has already happened. It is fixed. Okay, it is over. But based on some new conditions or restrictions, what is going to happen? The already one may get changed. So for that we are going to find the probability that is called as the conditional probability. Okay, should we start? Take the next one. Conditional probability. Conditional probability. Conditional probability. For the previous one, the answer is 0.0044. Right? Conditional probability. An event K is said to be an event A is said to be a dependent event is said to be a dependent event if the occurrence of A depends on another event B which has already happened. It is denoted by P of A event B. Write this down. P of A event B. That line should be read as given. So what is the meaning of this one is that we are trying to find the probability of A based on the condition that B has already happened. Okay, understand this simple probability. So we are trying to find the probability of A based on the condition that B has already happened. Okay, what will be P of B given A? On the condition that A is already happened. Whatever you write as the second one, P of A given B equal to P of A given B equal to P of A intersection B by P of B. P of A intersection B by P of A. P of B given A.
P of A.
Yes. So numerator to be the intersection, denominator to be the second group. This is running for 2 events. One, I guess you can extend for any number of events that we will discuss in the field. Any doubts? Yes? Okay. Whether this is dependent event or independent event? Dependent one. Okay, we discussed already P of A intersection B norma. If it is independent means we are writing it as P of A into P of A. If it is dependent means we will take the formula from this. What is P of A intersection B? Either P of A given B into P of A, or it can be P of A given A into P of A according to the given tables. Okay, if it is dependent means you can take the formula from this. Okay, so start with the problems. First one. A box contains 4 bad and 6 good tubes. 4 bad and 6 good tubes. Two are drawn out from the box. 2 are drawn out from the box at a time. Full stop. One of them is tested. And found to be good. What is the probability that other one is good? What is the probability that other one is good? Okay, read the question. What is given? A box is containing 4 bad and 6 good tubes. What are going to do here? 2 tubes are drawn and connected. Total how many tubes are there? 8. Total 8 tubes are there. Out of that you are going to pick only 2 tubes. How many ways it can be done? 2 ways. Take C2. Totally there are 10 wells. Out of that you are going to pick 2 wells. It may be both may be good or both may be bad, or one may be good or one may be bad. We don't know which is going to come out. So how many ways it can be done? Then C. Okay. What happens when from the box at a time, one of them is tested and found to be good. They have already taken 2 tubes. They are testing only 1 tube and found that to be a good one. Okay. What do you find now? What is the probability that the other one is also good? This is ordinary probability of conditional. Why conditional? Because it depends on the first one. What is the question asked? About tube எடுத்துட்டாங்க அது good identify பண்ணணும். They have identified that it is good. Based on that part, we have to check whether the second one is also good. So it comes under conditional probability. Can you understand now? Yes? If in the one statement written, what is the probability that both are good? Normal probability. Okay, if the statement is what is the probability that both are good, then we have to find P of A intersection B. A is good as well as B is good. The problem is over. Okay, but what is the restriction given here? The first one is found out to be good. Based on that one, you have to check whether the second one is also good. So it comes under conditional probability. Okay, what is the step one you have to do? Can Let A be the event. Let A be the event of drawing first tube to be good. First tube to be good. So write for B. B be the event denoting. So not denoting. What is the word I told you? Drawing. Let B be the event of drawing the second tube to be good. We are mentioning both to be good because in the question it is what he asked. Second one, B to be good. Right. To find. What you are supposed to find? Probability of then. Yes? A given B or B given B? A given B or B given B? B given A or A given B? A is the first tube to be good. B is the second tube to be good. Here what is completed? The first one is completed. So A is completed. Based on that one you are going to find that B is also good. So what you are going to find? Probability of B given B. This is what you are supposed to find. You know your formula. Apply the formula. Probability of B given A equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Tell me how you find the numerator. Logical technique, no need for any formulas. A intersection B means what is the meaning? Both the tubes are good. You are taking two tubes, both are good. So how many tubes are there? 10. Out of 10 you are going to pay 2. So what is the exhaustive? 10 C2. So for numerator the exhaustive is 10 C2. Okay. What is the favorable? Both the tubes should be a good one. Okay. So how many tubes are there? 6. Out of 10 you are going to pay 2. So this will become 6 C2 by 10 C2. P of P intersection. Can I understand? Not only for any purpose. Denominator P of A. So you are going to take one tube or two tubes. P of A means what the first tube. You are going to take only one tube. That one tube should be a good one. Now how many tubes are there? 10. Out of that you are going to pay 1. So exhaustive will be 10 C2. That one tube should be a good one. How many goods are there? 6. So out of 6 you are going to pick 1. This is the values. Can you understand now? Favorable exhaustive. Denominator. Denominator. What is the meaning of P of A now? Probability of the first tube to be good. Okay, well, only one tube you are going to discuss. Okay, total how many tubes are there? 10. Out of 10 you are going to pay 1 tube. So exhaustive is 10 C1. That one tube should be a good one. Total how many good tubes are there? 6. Out of 6 you are going to pick 1. How many ways it can be done? 6 C1. Can you understand now? In the numerator you are going to discuss for 2 tubes to be good. In the denominator you are going to discuss for 1 tube to be good. Okay, find the answer using your calculator. 0.555. Others? Any doubts? ஆறுலேருந்து ஒரு டியூப் தானே எடுத்துக்கலாம். அந்த ஒரு டியூப் எந்த டியூப்னு நமக்கு தெரியாது. இல்லைப்பா, ஒரு 6 டியூப்ஸ் இருக்குது. 900 1 2 3 4 5 6. அந்த 6 எந்த டியூப் நான் எடுத்துக்கணும்னு எனக்கு தெரியுமா? நம்பர் 1 நம்பர் 2 நம்பர் 3 4 5 6 தெரியாது. to go for the next one? Okay, next one. If the probability that a communication system written, now do the calculation afterwards. So only I am giving the steps and proceeding with the next one. Do the calculation afterwards. Right. If the probability that a communication system will have high fidelity, fidelity, high fidelity is 0.81 and the probability that it will have high fidelity and high selectivity is 0.18, comma, what is the probability that a system with high fidelity, what is the probability that a system with high fidelity will also have high selectivity, Read the question now and explain what is given, what you are supposed to do. You are easy students, right? Yes or no? You are aware of communication systems or not? No. Okay, search and find and explain me by next class what is fidelity. Wireless? What is fidelity? Network data fidelity. Yeah. Okay, what about others? Okay, search for it. Okay, so I have given you this one of the application problems, your own subject problem. Yes or no? Because you will be asking why I am studying this one, why I need maths, yes or no? So all these things will be applied in your subject. This is your own department problem. Okay, read it, what is given? The problem is that the communication system will have high fidelity is 0.81. Those things we can discuss after this. Whatever it is. Once the explanation is started, you must listen only to that one. Please. I don't want to have any scoldings or advices inside the classroom. Okay, handle that. Shall we start with the discussion? Okay, what is given? Probability of high fidelity is given to be 0.81. Okay, what is the next information given? High fidelity and high selectivity. Both are given to be 0. See the book. 0.18. So both is there. High fidelity is there as well as high selectivity is there. So that is given to be 0.18. What you are supposed to find? The system with high fidelity will also have high selectivity. Already that system is having high fidelity. Now based on that one you have to find that it is having high selectivity also. Okay, can you understand the question? All are given directly. Not both. That is 0.18 means what is the meaning? For both. Okay, high selectivity fidelity. That value is given to be 0.18. But what you are supposed to find? High fidelity இருக்கு. Based on that one, you have to find it is going to have high selectivity. Okay, can you understand the difference now? Yes? This is ordinary probability or conditional? Conditional, because one restriction is given. How many events you are going to introduce? 2. We are discussing about fidelity and selectivity. Start the solution. Let A be the event. Let A be the event denoting high fidelity. Denoting high fidelity. B be the event. B be the event denoting high selectivity. Denoting high selectivity. Denoting high selectivity. If you want, you can interchange your assumptions also, nothing wrong. You can assume A for selectivity and B for fidelity also. According to that one, the corresponding steps will be used. Tell me what you are supposed to find. The system is already having fidelity is there. Based on that one, you have to find it is selectivity. How will you know? B of B given A. Okay, A is for fidelity and B is for selectivity. If you interchange the assumptions, what will happen now? It will become as A given B. Read it as A given B, don't read it as A by B or A bar B. You should not read like that. Okay, it is B given A, or you should say it as A given B. Okay, write the formula. What is the formula? P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Do you know this values or no? What is A intersection B value? 0.18, because it should have selectivity as well as fidelity. That is going to be 0.18. Denominator is for fidelity amount. What is the value? 0.8. All are given directly. Go into finding. Answer? 0.22. 0.22. Maximum, how much marks for this questions? Maximum 2. Maximum 2. That's all. One line you are writing the answer. That's all. So as I told you, in your cognitive subjects, everything is only understanding. Solving very easy. I'll give you one more problem. It will be a practice problem for proof. We are not going to solve it inside the classroom. Okay, take out. Practice problem. The college around practice. In a certain group, comma 65% have insufficient knowledge of hardware. Insufficient knowledge of hardware, comma 45% have inadequate idea of software. Inadequate idea of software. And 70% are either in one or among those who have a sufficient knowledge of order. This will be a practice problem. Think properly and solve. You will not get it directly because the given data and what you are supposed to find both are different things. Are you able to identify that or no? Given data are waiting for insufficient, inadequate. But what you are supposed to find? Sufficient. So try to interpret the data in a correct way. Try it now. Again, don't copy from one another. This is not a competition. You are not going to be given any marks or any other things. This is just purely for the purpose to identify whether you have understood the concepts or not. Okay, even if you get wrong answers also, no issues. But don't copy from one another. Sit and try to solve it individually or yourself. Whether you are able to solve or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, you have just try it individually and you try to recall yourself whether you are able to understand or not. That's all. The target of practice problem is only that one. Okay, so solve it individually, don't copy from one another. Those who are completed, you should not share your answers to your friends. Okay, our friendship is not sharing the answers. Yes or no? If you share means you are spoiling your friends. You are not making them too steady. You are making them lazy and you are making them not to steady. So don't share your answers if you are completed. Everyone should try it individually. Even wrong answers, no issues. Clear? Yes? Last, you are able to understand my language. Sitting very quietly, no reactions. All the classes will be like that only. No Tamil or only English. Any issues? Next one, we are entering into the very important one. What is called as a base theorem. Possible 8 mark question is there from this topic. Okay, it is an extension of the conditional property. So whatever problem we discussed in that one, it is based on only two events. Example, either A given B or B given D. In the base theorem, we are going to extend it for more than one dependent element. Okay, by in find the probability of A based on the condition that B is over. Now it is not going to be 3 only. It can be 3 or it can be C or it can be D or it can be E or it can be any number of things. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss in our base theorem. One of the important topic, chances for an 8 mark question from this topic. No 16 mark, only an 8 mark. Take it down. Base theorem. Base theorem. B-A-Y-E-apostrophe-S. Base theorem. Very important theorem in problem. Base theorem. So right, if E1, E2, etc. to En, if E1, E2, etc. to En are mutually disjoint events, with P of Di not equal to 0, with P of Di not equal to 0, comma, I equal to 1 to etc. to n, I equal to 1 to etc. to n, comma, then for any arbitrary event, A, then for any arbitrary event A associated with EI, yes. So this is your formula based on base theorem. Probability of EI given A is equal to probability of 2i into probability of A given Pi divided by summation I equal to 1 to n probability of Pi into probability of A given E. Numerator denominator similar terms, but numerator